Hey everyone, I'm Matthew French, and this is my submission video for my game, My Final Words, to the TGDA Take My Money Award. In My Final Words, each player is dying and only has 5 minutes to frantically communicate the circumstances of their death in a letter. However, with each line they write, their ability to write slips from their grasp, making it increasingly difficult to write anything coherent, and also making it difficult for another player to interpret the letter and solve their murder. My Final Words plays out in 3 stages: the plotting stage, the writing stage, and the investigation stage. The plotting stage has players fill in the circumstances of death of another player in the tags attached next to the letter. The provided phone book and photo props can optionally be used to help come up with ideas for this stage. Game sheets are then passed clockwise to start the next stage. The writing stage runs for 5 minutes and involves writing a letter to communicate what has been plotted against you. Now, because you're dying, before writing each row, you're going to cross off a symptom that is going to apply to you. This could be to remove available letters you have to write the letter, or it could even make it more physically difficult to actually write. These symptoms also stack as they're added on, so communicating anything useful is going to be really difficult towards the end of the letter and towards the end of the 5 minutes. Once you've applied a symptom, you're going to write the next line of your letter, trying to convey the information here using only the available letters. The investigation stage starts by folding the game sheets on the dotted line, so only the letter is visible, and then passing them clockwise again. Players now attempt to interpret the letter, trying to fill in what each category could be listed at the bottom of the page. When that's done, the game sheet can then be unfolded to tally up the correct answers and compare game sheets with other players at the table. Now, that is the standard version of My Final Words, but there's also a few variants you can play with. These include limiting the people and items that you write down in the categories to only those you see in the room around you, a more difficult mode where the timer is set to 10 minutes, but the prompts in the brackets must also be included, and a solo mode, where a player completes the plotting and writing themselves, and then can scan a QR code to pre-prompt ChatGPT to solve the letter you've written. I'd love to show you some aspects of My Final Words that make the gameplay and design really fun, unique, and immersive. The game sheet itself is designed to pull players in, making them write on actual lined paper, crossing off a list of symptoms, and having the letters look like murder mystery magazine cutout letters. Players are also forced to write something closer to a letter than just what is listed in the tags, as there are multiple names and multiple items, so it's not immediately clear what category they belong to, without writing some additional context. Players have also really loved the experience of gathering around letters to collaboratively interpret what has been written, and also really like that the game sheet itself is a nice memento of the game that was played. I hope you enjoy your experience playing and judging the game, and I look forward to hearing your feedback.